My name is Margaret Bendroth. I go by Peggy. I'm a historian of American religion, and I spent most of my career studying women in American religion. And so my project that I'm working on now is called Not Feminists But. It's a history of women in American mainline churches in a time period that we don't know as much about as perhaps we should, between 1920 and 1970s and 80s. And so it covers a period that begins with the passage of the suffrage movement and the dissolution, the shakeup of women's missionary societies. It ends with the rise of second wave feminism. And so what happened in between? What is the narrative? It's worth doing even just for that. I've come across many intriguing, important, thoughtful women and some very searching and consequential discussions about gender roles, what it meant to be a man or a woman in during this time period. I think probably one of the surprising things is that ordination, and issues that we think have become so paramount in recent decades, were not particularly important to women during this time period. Ordination was somewhat of a side issue, a distraction, and of course, an issue that was likely to get them labeled feminists and dismissed. So there's an intriguing, complex set of negotiations going on in a church that women dominate numerically, always have. And in which they don't occupy positions of leadership. How do they expand their role, understand their influence, and press for moral concerns and spiritual concerns that were very important to them? And so a lot of my story has to do with the ecumenical movement. I have to say this is the first project I've done that's gotten me out of the United States to do some research to the headquarters of the World Council of Churches in Geneva. So it was perhaps worth doing just for that. I'm really pleased for the opportunity to work with the Center for Global Christianity and Mission, and I really thank them for their support in my work.